Your dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.
All right. Good afternoon, Las Vegas. That's right. Greg Deville back in the studio once again. Hot 702.5fm.com. We are excited to share back with you once again. It's 3 o'clock on Thursday. Wow, February 4th, 2024, the year of new beginning. Are you excited? I am excited as I can be about what's to come. We believe God has greatness in store, and we're going to walk into it. We're going to receive it. And I'm telling you what, it's yours. Just receive it. So the year of new beginning, we're talking this year. Remember, we're helping families continue in getting on to home ownership. You've got to create the wealth. You've got to have your own. Stop paying another man's mortgage. Stop paying someone else's mortgage and letting them create the wealth. The wealth is yours. Now, people say, well, the interest rates are high, but renting is high too. And renting is 100% interest rate with no return on your investment, no ROI. So I'm giving mortgage money to a landlord who down the road, I've gotten 3 calls this week alone. Landlords are, guess what, selling these homes that you've been paying rent 4 and 5 years. So this year, I want you to draw a line in the sand. I want you to understand this is a year of a new beginning. Don't do the same old thing. Don't continue to rent. Get your credit where it needs to be. Work on that. I have creditors on standby that will help get you where you need to be. 702-349-0162. Remember, we have no money down home buying programs, and we want to make sure that you're getting on board to these programs. We have to use the funding. If we don't use it, we lose it. I want you to understand it's imperative that you get this credit, this tax refund that you're about to receive. Many of you will receive tax refunds. Let me just say, you just had Christmas. What else could you possibly need? You need to get out of that man's house, stop paying that mortgage that you call it rent, but in essence, you're really paying the mortgage for them. So keep in mind, if credit is what's holding you back, this is a year of new beginning. Let's start afresh. Let's use these tax refunds. Now, I want you to contact me because I want you all to see what your credit FICO score looks like. You know it's bad. See how bad it is. Some of you, you're not very far off. You're letting fear grip your heart to keep you from receiving what's available. So again, Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group, the name you need to know right here in the Valley. We're the largest black-owned real estate firm in the state of Nevada, praise God. And that's wonderful. We're here to help you. And I have on board today the great Miss Dr. Mary House is in the house with us on today. Good morning, Doctor. Well, good afternoon, Dr. House. Glad to have you. How are you today?
Oh, I am blessed and highly favored, as you always know I am.
Praise God.
It's
Wonderful.
such a blessing to be here and see you in the new year. It's
Absolutely.
amazing. It's amazing. And God is still blessing, and he's giving resources to us as people. We just got to do the faith with the works. Okay.
That's
I heard
it.
you talking, all they got to do is make a call to you.
That's it. Reach out.
What did they have to lose? What did they have to lose?
Right. Other than lose paying someone else's mortgage and gain a house, gain a property.
How about that? How about that?
So all you got to lose is the gain. So got to make a phone call. And those people that are selling, a lot of people, Dr. House, don't realize they have equity in their homes, and many are losing their homes. Believe it or not, I'm in touch with the county recorder's office. I see recordings regularly of people that are losing their homes. It's very unfortunate, but I want people to understand that there may be equity in your home if you bought it longer than 3 to 5 years past those times. There very well may be equity. Don't let the bank take your equity in the house. We could do what is called a pre-foreclosure sale. Sell that house and I just got a lady back in November, $145,000, was losing the house. Heard the radio show. We saved her $140,000 and paid them. So she didn't get a foreclosure. People are staying, well, I don't know what to do. Contact Greg Deville and his team. This is what we do. We're here to help. And I understand, Dr. House, you have some information that's going to help people save on their energy bill when it comes to, getting your house prepared. Explain that new program.
Well, I have partnered with the Nevada Clean Energy Fund.
Okay.
And we're going to be hosting a home energy and affordability workshop on January 20th at 9:30 a.m. At Mountaintop Faith Ministries.
Okay.
You have to register. We would like for you to register so we know who's in attendance. They're going to be serving some coffee and light refreshments, so we like to eat.
Right. Of course,
Right.
But of course, right?
But it's going to be education and resources on how, if you're looking at, COVID hit everyone. But you're in a home and you want to upgrade your wash and dryer or your refrigerator, your stove to a more energy efficient appliance, and you just really don't have that type of cash. But if you got some type of loan that stretched it out so that you could afford that payment, but it also lowers your energy bill because you're getting an energy efficient appliance. It's also going to be talking about weatherization. So some of the homes we talked about that are 2005 and older that need window sills, or you really need somebody to come in and do a home assessment to see what does it take to weatherize your home so that your bills come down, because the gas is leaking, the heat is leaking, the air is leaking, and everything's leaking out, which is driving that bill up. And I don't know if people understand I don't think nobody's been exempt from a high energy bill or gas bill unless you got solar. We don't have even solar for all there. So then there's a program there that helps you get the solar. And and I know that's something you do too. So what, I want you on board, because we want to keep the money looking like us. All right. And
that's it. That's right.
But this program is designed not just for the low to moderate income person, but for anybody that owns a home and you are looking to upgrade appliances, or you're looking to get some energy efficient things. Not only will they show you how you can get a loan for it, but they're going to give you the resources on the incentives you can get, the rebates you can get. You just talked about tax credits. There's so many tax credits that you start stacking that stuff. Your out of pocket cost becomes very extremely low.
Yes.
So I am telling everyone on this call, go to CHR Inc.'s Facebook page. We have the flyer on the page with the link. That's the best way to go to it. CHR Inc. Facebook page has a flyer with the link, and register. And if you don't register, just show up. It's a 9:30.
Okay.
Just
9:30.
If you don't even register, show up. I believe that we need to stop complaining about what we are not getting in our communities and become a part of the funding that is coming through the government that wants to help us. We just need to be available. Again, faith without works is what?
Dead.
And
That's
so
it.
so there's going to be all type of resources there. And then, Mr. Deville, we talked about contractors. We're looking for they're looking for black contractors who we talked about, you get outbid because of some other race, whatever. Well, when they vet you and you are on their vetted contractors list, they just give you the job, right? Okay.
So no having to compete. You can actually register with this, and name it again. Name it so I can jot it down.
It's the Nevada Clean Energy Fund. And the CEO is going to be there, and people from her staff are going to be there. So if you're a black contractor, I'm going to ask you, be there January the 20th at 9:30 so you can make the connections, and they'll walk you through what it needs to do to get properly vetted so you get on their list. Because I know when we go to our people want to see people like us come through the doors.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so we just need to get more of us that can do the work and come through the door so we can help people. It's about the community.
Absolutely.
About the community.
Absolutely. And when I hear you have something like this and many others, when it comes to the community, I want you all to call me. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it to the forefront. Too many times things happen and you say, did you know? And I didn't know about that. So make sure that as you reached out to me yesterday, hey, today we on the air, right? So you called me. We're going to make this happen. And I'm going to be in the building January 20th, Mountaintop Faith Ministries. And that's at 9:30. Did I write that down correct?
And the address is 2845 Lindale Road. It's in Las Vegas, 89146.
Well, let me just say, it ain't too many people don't know Mountaintop. So come on now. Now that name, I was telling somebody there's an event going to be I know Mountaintop. Yeah, it's kind of like Greg Deville. Who know Greg Deville? Who doesn't know Mountaintop? Who doesn't know the house? Everybody.
Everybody knows. If you're our color, you should know who we are, right?
Absolutely. Right. So,
and you know what, Mr. Deville, I want to say this because I believe that when you support each other, it affirms each other. And I think, I know that by me being on this program with you and you having me on the program, it's telling us we endorse each other.
Yes.
This is not a world where we're competing. We are here to help our community. Absolutely. And then we know we have resources. You said, I'm getting money. I don't want to get the money back. You know what? I don't know. And I'm going to just say this. I know this is for homeowners, but if you need a house, you can go meet Mr. Deville on January 20th at the event too, because you really do need to get home ownership is a way to wealth.
That's it.
And so we need to get a piece of the land. And I'm going to say this, God ain't making no more land.
Right.
So get you some land, okay?
Get you some land. And then I'm going to give them. Here's the part that really bothers me when people don't make this contact is I'm going to give it to you absolutely free.
Right.
I have the money. If I don't use it, I lose the funding. And they're saying, well, Mr. Deville, you're not getting this funding done. Guess who? I'm in competition with California and Arizona. They get more of the money. Because you know why? Nevada's number one, too proud. They won't call because they don't want nobody to know their business. We're the only people who are afraid about people maybe knowing our business. Let me help you understand. It's about helping you create generational wealth. The Bible declares a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And so too many times we're giving money away. And here's another program that's coming to say, look, we're going to help you get new appliances. The government has funding allocated to help do this. And that'll be at Mountaintop Faith Ministries. January 20th. All you got to do is show up and find out how this can benefit, how this can help you in getting into this program. It's here to help. It's here to help. So I can't address it.
Everything in me. And I'm so proud of you and your wife and what you're doing in the community. And I just pray you grab a hold. We might have to do a program together. I promise you, whatever I can do also to lift up home ownership, because we got to get people out of this rent mentality. Like you say, what they doing is paying somebody else's mortgage.
You paying a mortgage just for somebody else. You gain, and you're creating. The other part of that is you're creating wealth. just for someone else. So why not? That's it. So you're creating wealth. I got a person call me yesterday, Dr. House, and said the landlord is selling a house. I got to move. And they only gave me to the end of February. I'm like, wow. And now, did you know to rent a house, you have to have a 650 for a lot of these property management companies in order to rent a home? It's sad. I can sell your house with a 580 credit score. They want a 650 to rent. What does that tell you? It's more difficult to rent than to own. Then they want, one lady told me she was denied because they want 3 times the amount of income for the house. So the house, $2,500, you have to have 3 times the amount of income to be able to get that house. I can give you the house with no money down. Veterans, absolutely no money down. How many veterans, Dr. House, are renting homes and they have a DD-214? They think, well, I used it before, Mr. Deville. Did you know you can use it again?
Don't know.
You sold the home. You lost the home. It's been over 3 years. You're a first-time buyer again. Let's get you in the program. People say, I didn't know. Dr. House, I told a person on my show yesterday, I had another show yesterday morning. I told a person on the radio, I said, listen, you can purchase a home with your 401k with a 580 credit score with no penalty from the 401k. They like, really? And those are the responses I'm getting. So when you understand, if you borrow from your 401k, Dr. House, you have to pay a 10% penalty if you're going to buy a car, just get some funding.
Right.
To buy a home, there is no penalty.
Wow.
People aren't taking advantage of what's available. But that's why Greg Deville's been on radio 3 days a week for the last 8 years, giving you information. So with your program that's coming up on January 20th, help people lower their energy costs. Now, did you hear last evening that NV Energy is raising the rates about 3% increase?
Absolutely. Now, let me say this. Let me pin this because you know what? I put it on our Facebook page, so I hope you all follow me on Facebook or follow CHNR, because what is happening is the public utility commissions have consumer sessions where we are not showing up to tell them I don't want my bill raised, and why I don't want it raised because it's financially struggling me.
Right.
And so, and I testify every time there's a consumer meeting. I'm there. But we need more of us to show up. Even with the gas has gone up.
Oh, yeah. It doubled. It was worse than NBN. I looked at my bill, Dr. House, and I thought, my wife said, honey, the bill doubled. I said, that's because my daughter moved in. And my daughter said, no, Dad. She said, the bill just went up. But that's why renewable energy is so important. And then people think, getting solar, it's no money out of pocket. It's free 99. Can I say that on air? Free 99. It's absolutely at no cost. So what are you hesitant about? So January 20th, we're going to all be at Mountaintop, that beautiful ministry over there. Come in and take a peek around. It is absolutely gorgeous over there, and learn some information how to better assist you this year in 2020. You got to be a homeowner already for this to work. So those of you that are homeowners that are listening to the show, and if you have family who may not have heard the information, make sure you share it with them, please. Friends, family, enemies, frenemies, share the information so that people can be there at 9:30 Mountaintop Faith Ministries, and everyone knows, but it's 2845 Lindale Road, right there off Sahara. What is it? South of Sahara?
Between I say Decatur and Jones.
Decatur and Jones. Okay, so there you go. So again, but Dr. House, this information is helping families to save on their energy costs by renewing certain items in the property. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, you are.
Okay, the government is going to give funding towards getting those appliances updated. Am I stating that correctly?
They're going to give you a low interest loan.
Low interest loan. Okay. So they're going to help you purchase those things with a low interest loan so that you can qualify. Because if you go to Best Buy, you're going to get high interest.
Oh, yeah.
If you put it on your credit. Yeah.
And wait, let me tell you, it has nothing to do with your credit. It just has the ability to pay it back. So if you got a 300 credit score.
Okay. Watch out now. Going to be a lot of those people. People are like, oh, that's me.
Because somebody said, you know what? Well, I probably wouldn't qualify because of my credit score. Your credit score, they don't even run a credit score report.
Look at this.
Look,
y'all better.
All they're going to do is qualify you based on your ability to pay it back. Period. Can you imagine that? This doesn't happen all the time. Look. So
that old stove that you've been cooking on, thinking I'm just stuck with this old stove. You telling me I can get help to get that thing redone? Yeah.
Because and then I'm gonna just say that another thing, and I know I'm getting ready to drop a bomb, but
okay.
Hear me. The gas stoves that we've been so wonderfully cooking on, and again we talked about, I pulled out my gas stove because the American Lung Association found out in a case study showing that the respiratory diseases that most of us have are directly related to that gas stove.
Oh wow.
So instead of getting a gas stove, you can get what they call an induction cooktop, which is a cooktop that cooks your food magnetically. So and that's a whole nother. I need to tell you about that, because I promise it's a game changer. But we need to understand, if you're going to upgrade to something that's going to make your house healthier too.
Yes.
Because how many black kids got asthma, or black people got asthma or respiratory diseases? And then when COVID hit, what was it? A respiratory disease. So it even made it worse, because our homes are being fueled by fossil fuel or methane gases, and we don't even know. And I feel like, and I'm gonna say this, I feel like we've been bamboozled so bad that, anyhow, it's a part of slavery, keeping us bound, keeping us like. Let's open our understanding, and let's come out in 2024 in a good way. That's what I'm talking. When I'm talking about, let's come out of this into the marvelous light. Okay.
That's right. That's a good way to. That's good. That's good. Absolutely. So let's talk about getting that new stove and qualifying for it, and don't let the credit score be an issue for you. It won't be an issue, because even now when I relate all of that to the real estate, people are concerned about my credit score. So this is what I say right now. They're going to be getting a tax refund. I want them to, this month, contact Deville Realty. Call me directly, 702-349-0162. I want you to get a free, from Deville Realty, we're giving free credit report reviews. They normally charge, but if you contact me directly, I got some lenders on standby that's going to help you understand where you are, what to pay off when you get this tax refund, so that by April you're getting approved for a home. So no more spending this money. Dr. House, we just had Christmas. What else could you possibly need? Right? What else could they need? They just had Christmas, and New Year had a big old party. So many are still recovering from the New Year party, and now you're about to get this tax refund. I want you to be wise, smart, and I want you to move, with purpose. Move with purpose this year. Do something new. I had a lady tell me, I love the house I live in, and I can't afford to rent another one because, guess what? She said that to me. I said, well, why don't you just buy? Well, no, I love this place and this. And I said, but what if the landlord sells? I don't believe guess what? I found out 2 months ago, the landlord sold the house.
My God.
Fell in love. That's like falling in love with another woman's husband. She fell in love with the house. The house belonged to somebody else. You can't fall in love with something that belongs to someone else.
Right. You know. When you do, you get burnt.
So don't fall in love with it. Let it work while it works. But look to make a change. And so I want to help families make that change. I love Dr. House when she come over, because we can laugh and talk. Some people be so serious, but we're serious. But we want to make sense of what we're saying that makes people say, that's real true. That's 100. And so we want to be 100. So again, those of you that are listening, don't forget January 20th. That's a Saturday morning at 9:30. We all going to hightail ourselves over to Mountaintop Faith Ministries. What you say over there is hot at the top.
What we say, once you've come to the mountaintop, you never have to reign in the valley anymore.
Okay, there you go. I love it. And say hello to Dr. House.
Let's come out the valley and let's get up onto the mountaintop. Okay.
Okay. Good stuff. We're gonna meet.
We have seen the promised land.
We just have to, and that's good. You had a peek, because Moses only had a peek of it, but now God said, I'm going to put you in it.
Right.
And then the wonderful part about it, even when you say that, he said, I'm going to take you to a place that's flowing with milk and honey. He ain't got to get it ready. It's flowing, but he just got to get you there.
It's already ready.
Just got to get you there. It's already flowing. We just got to get you there. And so we're giving you the roadmap. We're giving you the roadmap. If you own a house, you need to get them doors sealed. You need weather stripping. You need windows, whatever. Let's come out and meet. How can they assist us? And this is government funding. This is a loan program that let's see how it can help you. No FICO score required of a certain number. Right. So again, that's going to be at Mountaintop Faith Ministries next Saturday. Well, Saturday after next, because this coming Saturday, next Saturday the 13th, I have the home buyer education. So those of you want to get educated into home ownership, this is our 7th year. Praise God, 7 years we've been doing the buyer's home ownership. So that'll be January 13th. That starts at 8:30. So refreshment, lunch will be served. So if you have people that need to get this certificate, now the certificate, Dr. House, entitles your clients, your family, your church members up to $20,000 towards their down payment and closing costs. So we can help you in that. Okay, so I want to make sure. So that's January 13th. Then next week, we're going to be at Mountaintop. And then we have coming up in April, we're back to the Wealth Mindset Conference, Las Vegas. Ooh, that's going to be at the beautiful Red Rock Resort and Hotel right there in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. Those of you, we got registration going to be starting the Wealth Mindset Conference. So we're working on that. We've got the date set up. We already got the hotel booked. So we'll be talking more about that. But in the meanwhile, Dr. House, for somebody just tuned in, give them a refresher of what to expect January 20th. Somebody just tuned into the radio show.
Sure. It's the Home Energy and Affordability Workshop. You're going to learn about tax credits, tax rebates, how to get funding for things, appliance replacements, weatherization, solar programs. It is going to be there. It's the Nevada Clean Energy Fund, and they have money waiting to fund you, to get you what you need to upgrade your house so your utility bills can start coming down lower.
Okay, good. And we're talking solar, so renewable energy.
Right.
Yep, getting some solar on your house. I put solar on my home. I passed Mountaintop, that beautiful ministry over there, and it's solar all across that roof. I thought, and you know, it's nothing like a leader showing you the way. And when I saw that, I started reaching out to other churches. I said, "What are you waiting for?" I sent a picture of Mountain. I said, "Look at this. They've already jumped on board. What are you waiting on with these high energy costs Nevada has?" And then talking about an increase, and it's already high.
Right.
So again, this is going to be valuable. I want to see many come out. I'm going to continue to share it. So send that post back on Facebook, repost it. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to have some of the people that work closely with the team share it so that we can. We want to have a nice crowd. Of homeowners and talk about what's available. So, Dr. House, always a pleasure. I won't take any more of your time. I think we've shared great amount of information, and I'm going to share this again so you can actually play it back. Sure. We'll share it again, and they can go back and listen to the show, in its entirety. So just a matter of time. We'll have it after we're off. So thank you again so much. Say hello to Dr. House for us, Doctor. Did you do that?
I sure will.
And look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. As soon as January 20th comes, we'll be in the building.
I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Blessings and Happy New Year.
And blessings to you. Bye-bye.
Bye for now. All right, Las Vegas. So there you go. So Dr. Mary House, that's right. We're going to be talking about renewable energy. There's some free cost information involved with helping you. Guess what? Get your house winterized. I noticed the other day I went in the house. I felt a cool breeze. It was right there on the front door. I said, "Ooh, I got a weather strip right here," That was 2 weeks ago. I forgot all about it. But then she called me this morning. I'm like, yeah, I had that front door I need to weld. So I know you've been meaning to do things and getting things done. However, this is a good time to show up, find out what they can help you with. We're talking about appliances. You can get those washers and dryers, get new system. It's not based on your credit score. Isn't that great? I have programs with home buying. Now, again, I want to talk to those of you that need to sell your home. You have problems right now with the mortgage. You're behind in your payments, perhaps. Don't allow the bank to foreclose. Now, remember, if you're more than 90 days behind in your mortgage, they very well, watch this, they very well can begin foreclosure proceedings. So up to 90 days, you'll be getting mail that says you're in default. And then to those of you who said they're trying to take your house, let me tell you right now, I was at a signing yesterday. There is a form that you fill out more than once. It's like 3 times. You sign that you understand that if you miss payments, they have the right to repossess, the term foreclose, on your property. And don't forget this. If you're in an HOA and you're behind in your mortgage, don't get behind in your HOA because those junk fees are worse than the mortgage late fees. So if you're behind, pay the HOA. Because don't forget, if you don't pay those guys, you signed the form at the title signing that they could foreclose too. So maybe you're on time with your mortgage, but you stop paying the HOA. Well, don't trip because they very well can. I've seen people get foreclosed over $10,000. And they will. They sending you letters. You're not open to letters. If you've got a mortgage and you're behind more than 4 months, I want you to read that letter. Because if you haven't made a payment in 4 months, they very well may have a sale date on your property, meaning they're going to put it on the auction and there's nothing you can do. They've given you ample notice, but because you failed to read the mail, they very well can foreclose. They have sent you notices. But if you call Greg Deville, I can help you do what is termed a pre-foreclosure sale, help you sell that property and save that equity. Because if they take your home and there's equity in it, they say they're going to give it back. However, how long would it take? When I can sell it now and get your equity now, so if they foreclose, you got to find the money to move. I don't know how you don't have money anyway. You didn't pay the mortgage, so where'd the money go? Anyway, story for another day. However, I understand many of you maybe lost your job. Whatever the case, don't lose the air. Can you imagine if I sold the home pre-foreclosure sale, you got $80,000, $100,000. Well, that puts you back in the game. You can go pay 3 times the amount of rent because that's what they're going to want for you to rent because your credit has been tampered now, right? You got 30, 60, 90 days lates on your credit report. So what does that say to the new landlord, to the new property management? I'm helping a young lady now who's trying to find a property. She called me today and says, Mr. Deville, my owner's selling the house. I said, well, I don't do rentals, but I just want you to be aware that they in many cases will require up to 3 times the amount of income and that you pay 3 times the amount deposit. So these are food for thoughts. Okay, I'm just giving you information. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm here to tell you, I can sell that home for you and get you a check within 30 days. Now, there's some guys on television. Hey, I'll buy your house. Guess what? The fee that they're going to cut on that deal, they're giving you nickels on the dollar. So be careful. People just, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So don't get caught up in the fact that somebody said, I can do it real quick. Yeah. And then you get it quick and then you look up and then you like, I should have waited and talked to Mr. Deville because this little change didn't last. It's like the attorney give you $5,000 and say, well, here you go. This is what the insurance company paid. You take the 5 and realize they got 95. And you took the 5. No, don't sell out for the 5,000. Hold on. Tell them, no, that's not going to pay nothing. But they understand you in the twist, you in the pickle. They give you that little 5,000 and 2 weeks later you broke and they still got 90. So stop settling. Stop because they say they're going to foreclose. You have options today. And Greg Deville and Team Deville can show you those options that are available for you. My contact information is 702-349-0162. That's the number you need to contact me. I want to help. So whether buying, selling, or investing, Deville Realty can help. This is what I do. I've been doing this. I got licensed in Las Vegas in 2005. I've been in real estate over 40 years. I know I don't look almost 60, but I'm almost 60 years old. I want to tell you, I've been in the game. I know real estate. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to prove it to you. Contact me, try me, prove me, and see when I open up for you and make things happen. This is what I do. You do what you do on your job, and let me do what I do on my job, and I can show you how to save you money. Now, if you own a home, let me help you understand. This is the time to get residual income off of your equity. So take the opportunity. Let's talk about how this year, because remember, this is a year of new beginning. How do I do something new that makes me money with what I already have in the pot? You have equity in your home and you're letting it sit there. Somebody said, I'm almost done paying off my house. So why isn't your house paying you? If you got 200, 300,000 in equity, you proud to pay off your house. Let me tell you something. When I give you information how your money should be making, that $200,000 should be making passive income, residual income. These things are doable with the right assistance, with the right information. I can help you do it. No upfront costs. I'm not here to sell you and say, well, no. I get paid at the end of the transaction. My thing is to empower the community how to become wealthy and create generational wealth, not temporary. Because many people go on a job, work 30 years, and you retire to get a gold watch and a retirement, fund or whatever they give you on that. I've never had a job. I don't know. I've always been an entrepreneur, but whatever it is, they give you a stipend, whatever. I know they give you early buyout. Invest your money, invest your equity. 2024, do something new. Now, all this information that we've shared on today, if maybe you're in a good place, but you know that there's someone that this information could really, really help, have them contact me. I'm asking you to give them my phone number. I have people say, Deville, I want to give your number. I'm asking you to please give them my number. And let me pause here. Happy New Year to all of you. And let me thank you for all the many, many referrals we've gotten over the years, especially in 2023 and all the years, man. But 23, you guys have really showed up. You've announced Deville. You've shown love to Deville and the team. You've said, contact Deville. I had an agent who's a realtor from a whole nother company contact me one day, and she said, I have a question. I said, but you didn't want to contact your broker? And she says, well, frankly, I couldn't get him on the phone, number one. Number two, I'm not sure that he even knows the answer. She says, but I know you know the answer. I study real estate. I study, like we had Dr. Mary House on today, for programs that are available for you to empower and to enlighten the community with what's available. I do this because I've been called to do this. I've been called to help. I'm just doing my assignment. Just doing my assignment. So with your help, we can get as many as we can in 2024 into wealth and building home ownership and creating this movement of wealth in our community. So again, I hate all of you that has been sharing, and those of you that will continue, let me thank you in advance for sharing my company that I started December 16th. We celebrated 7 years of Deville Realty Group, and December 29th, we celebrated 7 years of home ownership. So Deville Realty started in 2016, and I got my home, another home in 2016. So it was wonderful. We've had highs and lows, but we're still here. And so as much as we're here to help, we want to help you. But I cannot if you don't reach out. 702-349-0162. If you're driving, you just can't. You can Google Greg Deville. You can go to YouTube for Greg Deville. You can just put Greg Deville in your phone. You'll find the black man that's here. I want to hear from you, okay? Whatever you got to do, reach out to me. Don't forget, Saturday, January 13th, we do have the homebuyer education. That class certificate is good up to 1 year. Now, during that year, if your credit isn't where it needs to be. But don't forget, when you get this tax refund, many of you will. Many of you do not own a home. Then I want you to work on fixing your credit. We have creditors that you can speak to that can help you get it on track. Remember, this year is about a new beginning. We've had bad credit long enough. It's time to do something new. Let's see what an 800 FICO feels like. Let's see what it's like to have a 700. Challenge yourself this year. Do what it takes. Paying down some of those items. Go back and pay off some of those. You know how you have people coming and they've sent it to a third-party service provider company, and now you're in collections. So I'm going to help 20 people at Deville Realty Group. If you'll call me in the next 24 hours, 702-349-0162, I'm going to help 20 of you get your credit on track, get a free review to understand what it is you need to do. We're going to help you with a game plan, a strategy, how to strategize this credit report to get it to a 700. And if you follow the plan, you will definitely succeed. So this is what I do at Deville Realty Group. I want to help you get it done. So again, 20 of you in the next 24 hours that will contact me. You know your credit. Don't be embarrassed. You know what? Pride is a cold piece, man. Pride, if you take the P off, will take you for a ride. And if you take the E off, it get rid of you. You know how many people lose stuff because of pride? Just, man, I don't, listen, bruh, sis, chill. Stop. You've been, if you could go back and calculate, let's say you paid $2,000 a month, right? $2,000 a month for 12 months. How much is that? 20,000 or so times 5 years that you've been living in the house. So what are we talking? $100,000 you've paid on that man's mortgage in the last 5 years? Calculate. I want to really tick you off. Calculate how much you've paid for the rent. Just if it's 15 or 18, whatever it is, do it times 12 months. And do that times the number of years you've been in that house. Then go think about the house before that. And you'll look at over the years how much you've given away. And you say, this is a new year. This is a new beginning. I'm not going to keep up the same old thing expecting different results. That's insanity. You've got to do something new, something different. You got a job? Well, let's get the credit score up, baby. Let's do what we got to do. I've been around doing this. I've helped so many. Again, shout out to the Sparks family yesterday, man. Matter of fact, I'm meeting them at 4:30 to give them their keys. They signed yesterday. You see it on my Facebook page. They signed yesterday. They're getting their keys today. Now, this is the first of many. Now, we got shout out to Ishmael. Ishmael got he opened escrow yesterday on his first. Ishmael's 23 years old. Been on a job a couple years. Guess what? But he's getting a house. Many of you 40, 50, 60 years old and yet have not owned a home. Or perhaps you did and you've lost courage to do it again. Or to the man say, well, I don't want to have to fix. When I sell a house, there's a warranty given. The warranty is given with the house. So what does that mean? I sell your house, I get you a warranty. I have a warranty yesterday to the Sparks family. Any problems you find, guess what? The warranty covers it. Well, I just called my landlord and he fixed it. Well, guess who he's calling? He's calling the home warranty company. So I'm going to give you a house and give you a warranty. There you go. We fixed. Listen, don't talk yourself out of a blessing. You talk yourself, I don't know. Okay, well, if you don't know, then I tell you what. Give my number to somebody else, 702-349-0162. If you know my track record, we get things done. I'm called the closer. I will get it done. I have a great team. Shout out to Team Deville. 3 locations, Green Valley, Henderson. We're in Centennial, North Las Vegas area, as well as Boca Park, Summerlin. We love what we do, helping you get into wealth building strategies. So again, don't forget Deville, Greg Deville, the name you need to know right here in the Valley. So look, I'm out of time, certainly not out of information. I have so much more to do today. I got to go give these keys to this family. They're excited, ecstatic, and I'm happy for them. So again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, the Dr. Mary House and Dr. Clinton House will be hosting at Mountaintop Faith Ministries. That's going to be, it's called the Home Energy Nevada Clean Energy Fund. There's some funds that's allocated to help you get clean energy, such as renewed air systems on your property, refrigerator, stove, things that are just draining. Some of these old air conditioning units. Let's talk about it. Come on out January 20th to Mountaintop Faith Ministries right there on Lindale Road, just south of Sahara. Mountaintop Faith Ministries, January 20th, 9:30 a.m. Tell someone. If you don't get to register, Dr. House said it herself, come anyway. Come anyway. Just show up, because this is funding that's available. And many times we let funding get, it's allocated for a purpose. And because we don't take or gain the access and show up, they take that money and, they reallocate it. Well, they didn't show up to get it. These monies have been given down from the federal government. And you're next in line for a miracle. So showing up is just part of it. All right. So again, thank you so much for those of you, the referrals and the business. We look forward to so much more this year in 2024. We're excited. I want you to reach out to me. Let's talk about how we can help change your situation, and let's get out of this rental market. Okay, let's stop paying off these landlords' property. Did you know landlords are today buying homes in Nevada for the sole purpose of renting? You know why? Because rent has no cap. So now rent has increased, so they can buy a home. The mortgage is $1,500. Guess how much they're renting it to you for? $2,100. So they're making $500, and you're paying off the mortgage. So they get 5 of those. Guess what? That's their portfolio. So they're coming in paying cash for it while you live here and you're not buying them. They like, well, we'll buy them, and then we'll just rent it back to the Nevadans. Isn't that cool? That's cool. They buy the house. They live in California, Idaho, wherever, and they buy here, and you're from here, and you rent. So why don't Nevadans own? Because they're not reaching out to Greg Deville. We're going to show you how to get it done. Greg Deville, 702-349-0162. I got to get out of here. My voice is leaving me now. We have had fun speaking with you. It has been a wonderful show. Share it. I'll have it on Facebook. Share it live. Share the stream. Hit the share button. And let's talk again. Contact me direct if you want to, 702-349-0162. Well, until I talk to you next Thursday right here at Hot 702.5FM.com, may God's best be yours.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish, or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.